Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to Sonic Boom TV episode 232. This is a junk in the box video. It's a video of stuff that's been sitting in this little crate here for probably a month or so. Don't even know what's in there. I know it's nothing important. But I think everything in there costs $1, and I know there's a couple box sets. But they're like old-time box sets, so we'll just go with it and see what we got. And we'll do the box sets first because they're there. So the first thing, I know where I got this. I got this at the Salvation Army store. This was $1, and I got it basically just because of the guy on the cover. It's still in the shrink wrap mostly, the unforgettable Jim Reeves. I don't know who Jim Reeves is, but this is still in shrink wrap. It is torn on the back there. Never been opened. I don't know that I'm even going to open it. I might. Collector's edition, Reader's Digest, pleasure programmed, whatever that means. Dyna Groove. Kind of a nice little box. I don't know if there's a book in it. I don't know anything about it. It seems like it's probably big band music. Don't know. But for $1, still mostly in the shrink wrap, I grabbed it. I believe everything in here was $1, and it's not a whole lot of stuff, but it's enough. These next two are both box sets, and they go together. They both come with hardcover books. I think it's 4 records each, and they're part of a series that I think there's at least one more box to it, but maybe even more. And it's called The Swing Era, 1941, the music of 1941, 1942, and Swing Era music of 1940 and 1941. So I should have went the other way. Like I said, I think there's another one. This was put out by Time Life Records, How It Was to Be Young Then, and Swing as a Way of Life. Now, I bought these because I believed them to be the original swing music, and I kind of like that stuff, even though I don't know a lot of it. I just like the style of it. I was into the whole, when they did that revival kind of thing in the 90s where there was this, like, alternative kind of bands doing swing music, like Big Bad Voodoo Daddy and Cherry Poppin' Daddies and a couple others. I was into that kind of stuff. I didn't do the dancing. I wish I could, but I just, that's beyond my ability. But anyway, I listened to one of these, and they're not the original artists. They're people that did this in like 1971 or something. And it says like the Glenn Miller version or the Duke Ellington version, Tommy Dorsey version. It's not the original versions of these songs. So, it was okay, but it wasn't the original thing. They each come with a book, though, that details all the original stuff and everything. Pretty cool set for $1 each. Couldn't go wrong with that. I'm going to show you one of them. I'm not going to show both. Because they're both basically the same. But they have the inner sleeve, the inner, whatever you would call it, slipcase thing, and then the records are in there. The records all look nice. These are kind of bent up, the sleeves, but the records are like brand new. They're just, they're no scratches or anything on, no skips, no pops, no anything. And you've got track listing right there, and the cover image again. They both come with this little book. And of course they're different because there's different years, but they just kind of cover, all the kind of history of stuff, photos. Looks like someone had his wedding, different kind of stuff from the 40s, and just kind of gives a history of the music and the time period. I thought this one had a track. Oh yeah, the music in this volume. Then it talks about each song on there and who redid it or whatever. So kind of interesting. Like I said, I think there is another discography in the mood. I don't know what these are. These are something else that goes into some details about stuff. But I don't know how many sets there were of this. I know there's at least one more, like I said, but there may be several more. You know, because Time Life did a lot of that kind of stuff where they put out all these, you know, different kind of sets, and they lasted for decades, kind of things, you know, as far as what they covered. So who knows? I've got a Dirty Dancing soundtrack, so with no cover. Is this the original soundtrack? Yeah, this is the original soundtrack. So I don't know where this came from. I think it might have been inside of something, but Dirty Dancing soundtrack. No cover. And then there's a Nat King Cole, which record, the something Symphonic Society. I have something else. It says Dusty Groove Bargain Bin on there, but I have something else that I think this might go to. So this might be a missing record from another set, because I have a Nat King Cole box that doesn't have everything in it. So maybe this is a record that I'm missing. Who knows? Good shape. Got some stuff in here that doesn't really belong. What we got here? I've shown that before. Some of these things I've shown before. So, okay. Now here's something I bought because completely silly and ridiculous, and silly ridiculous, and I had to buy it because it's silly and ridiculous. How the Waist Was Won, June LaSalvia, The Country Way from True Grit to True Fit. It's an exercise thing, and it says free complete illustrated instruction poster plus weight reduction suggestions. I need that. Fit as in a fiddle, country tune-up, shape exercises for the entire family, featuring the hits 9 to 5, Elvira, Rocky Top, Tulsa Time, plus others. And then the back's got that thing. So I'm assuming she talks over these songs that are probably performed by who knows. They're not going to be the original songs. I know it doesn't even, I don't think it says on here. But if anyone takes a second to maybe screenshot that and read it, I don't know. But I thought it was very hysterical, funny. Country aerobic exercise and dance program for country music lovers. Didn't realize it said that. And then the record itself was, you know, in a paper sleeve. It looked, it's very good shape. I haven't cleaned any of these yet, but it doesn't even look like it needs to be cleaned. Kind of nice, interesting label there. Kind of psychedelic. But then we've got this poster. If I can get the record back in here, we got this poster, which makes it collectible, guys. This is something that's probably rare, because most people probably hung this on their wall or on their door or something. But this exercises poster, black and white images of this person doing exercise type things, double-sided for all your exercise enjoyment. We could do shoulder rolls, head rolls, rib isolations, hip isolations, feet and ankle isolation. We can isolate a lot of things with this, guys. We might have to start up a club, and we can meet up on Thursdays or something. No questions asked. We just do the country aerobicize or whatever this is called, and go about our business. We're not doing that, guys. If anybody takes me seriously, we're not doing that. All right. We've got a Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel soundtrack. Original or manufacturer's list price was $5.98. Their price was $4.57. Whoever they are. This is a soundtrack from a 20th Century Fox CinemaScope picture. Records in good condition, dusty as could be. I thought I've had this before. I don't know this movie at all. The girl on there is pretty beautiful, though. Whoever she is. I don't know who the guy is either. The guy looks too old for her, though. Julie Jordan, but Shirley Jones, and Gordon McRae is the other guy. But yeah, he looks way too old for her. She's very pretty, though. She looks to be like 20 years old, 18 years old, and he looks to be about 40. So, you know, it is what it is. Another soundtrack that I found. Somebody tore the price sticker off of this one. But The Sound of Music. Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer. Original soundtrack recording, stereo. Cover doesn't look to be very. It almost looks like it's a copy, like a not an original thing. It's kind of fuzzy, but maybe that's just how it was. And then we've got that on the back. There's something on the inside as well. We've got a little booklet. The record's still in a sleeve. The sleeve is very nice for the age of it. It's got to be from the 60s, I would think. I don't know. I don't see a date on it, but we've got very nice vinyl. All these were like brand new. I don't know what the date is on this, but definitely very nice. You usually see these are all frayed or brown. This one, the white is still pretty white, on it. So, and it's still in the shrink wrap. And then we've got this little booklet that goes with it. I don't know anything from The Sound of Music except that one song that you've heard and other things. We got a little booklet, stuff, pictures, stuff. That's probably kind of rare to find with it as well. So I don't think it's worth anything, but to have it with all the parts in very nice condition, pretty cool, I guess. Then we've got 2 by Elvin Bishop. I don't know where I got these from, guys. This might have come from the Salvation Army store. I think. I don't know. But I know they were $1. Whatever's in here was at $1. I just remember that. They're in banged up condition as far as the covers go. I have no idea what the vinyl looks like. Because I kind of forgot what I bought. Let's see anyway. Let's see what we got. The records are pretty good. This one's got some scratches on. That's not real bad looking scratches, but definitely going to have some surface noise. This one is Strutting My Stuff. Elvin Bishop. I don't know much about Elvin Bishop except he's on a soundtrack that I've had on one of the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtracks, and Fooled Around and Fell in Love. I think that's a song that I know. And there's My Girl. I don't know if that's a cover of My Girl, the famous stuff, but there's a song called Slick Titty Boom. If y'all enjoy that kind of stuff. So that one, who knows? And then we got Let It Flow. Again, this was another one with the sleeve is falling apart. Record is in worse condition. This one's gonna have problems, I think. But I don't know if you can see it, but there's some scuffs and such on there. Yeah, you can kind of see at the bottom right there. So this one might be noisy. I don't know what kind of music this is. I don't know. Either country or rock or something. I don't know. Then we've got Percy Faith South Pacific with this beautiful woman on the front. She has nothing to do with Percy Faith. They just used to put beautiful women on covers of records back in the day instead of the picture Percy Faith, I guess. This one, the inner sleeve, this is what I wanted to show you. Like on the other one, had the perfect inner sleeve thing. This one's going to show you what they usually look like. It's folded, and the corners are folded, and the paper's brown. It's kind of frayed at the top. Still got some color going on it. That's kind of nice. But as you can see, look, all the women on a lot of the covers. But it tells you what stereophonic sound is. The record itself, it looks okay. It's got a few little scratches. I think it'll play. This is not the first South Pacific album I have. I think 2 other ones that I don't know. They just either came to me or something. I don't know, through somebody's collection or something. But I've listened to it. It's okay. It's not anything I would want to listen to all the time. But it was decent. It wasn't Percy Faith though. It was somebody else. Don't know who. One of them I have. I think it's South Pacific and something else. So it's like not all the songs. It's like 5 songs from this movie and 5 songs from some other movie. Gretchen, go. My dog's gonna sit here and cough right under the camera now because I moved some stuff around so she's got more room here. Gretchen, go. Next up, we got Righteous Brothers, Saying Something. This one's got some funk on it. It looks like it got mildew or something on the bag, maybe mold, who knows. But it was wet at one time. Don't know where this one came from either. But the record itself it's got some stuff on it. Yeah, it's got some scuffs and scratches, but not deep scratches or anything. Clean it up, it might play okay. I don't know if this is singing or comedy. Maybe a little bit of both. It looks like they're singing on the back. Harlem Shuffle, that's a song. So okay, there we go. My Girl on this as well. Will You Love Me Tomorrow? That's another one that I know. So this is probably all songs that I might have heard of that they do, because I don't know if they did their original songs. I think they did covers mostly, but I don't remember. Righteous Brothers. Got a couple more to go. This one I have a couple records by. I know I got one, maybe 2. I got to try to clean this off because I think I might be able to fix the cover, but it is Paul Revere and the Raiders' Greatest Hits. I don't have. I think one. I know I have one album for sure, but I think I have 2 other ones, and now I got this Greatest Hits, which has Louie, Go Home, Stepping Out, Just Like Me, Melody for an Unknown Girl, Kicks, Hungry, The Great Airplane Strike, Good Thing, Ups and Downs, and Legend of Paul Revere. But it's got this funky stuff here that something else was stuck to it, and it looks like I can get some of this off. Just peel it off. I haven't played with it, of course, but I may try to get that off, and maybe we can see the bottom of their feet. It's on the back as well. The back looks a little more tough, but maybe I can get it. I don't know. But decent one. Couple of more. Let's see what we got. We've got another one without a cover. It's the Shirelles Greatest Hits. This one's also got some scratchy stuff going on, but not too bad. It's dirty. This side's worse than the other one. You can see some scratches, yeah. So this one may not be worth having, but like I said, $1. Probably a wasted $1 on that one. What we got here? The Old Country Songs. This is a 2 record set. Only picked this up because the records are in great shape on this one. Brand new. I don't really listen to much country music. You'll see it here every now and then, but it's going to be things like this mostly, where it's old time country, whatever, and compilation kind of things mostly. But yeah, this one was the 2 records. The records are very nice. The covers, thin cover, but it's still nice condition. It's got about 29 tracks on it. But they got big names like Jerry Reed, Dolly Parton, Dottie West, Hank Snow. These are people that I know. Bobby Bare, which is the father of the Bear Jr. album that you might have seen me get on Record Store Day, or from Record Store Day, not on Record Store Day. Jimmy Dean and Dottie West do a song. Jim Reeves, there's a lot of Jim Reeves on here. And that's about it, but it's a lot of tracks. I'll just show you guys if you want to screenshot that maybe, or take a second to try to read some of that. This one, I mean, you know, like I said, not worth anything, but in great condition. I don't like leaving things like this in great condition sitting there. It may end up back there in, 20 years when I'm dead or whatever. It may end up right back where I came from, but, I can save it for a while, and, it won't die a horrible death anytime in the near future. Next one is one without a cover as well. This one, I wish had the cover. I wish it didn't have scratches. I haven't played it yet, but it's the Harper Valley PTA, not for a disc jockey, not for sale promo, white label, all the stuff you like to see on a record. But it's kind of got some scratches, got fingerprints, of course. I'm putting fingerprints on it as I speak. But it's got Harper Valley PTA, which was a great song from that movie. It's a soundtrack. And I don't know who sings the songs on this, so I don't know if it's... I'm assuming it's the original stuff, but... because they're all full-length songs. They're not like snippets or anything. So I grabbed this one just because I want to... Hopefully the Harper Valley PTA song is the version I know, and hopefully it plays well. It looks like it's got the scratch right on that song, though. So we'll see. And then this one I got because I thought the cover looks fantastic. I really like this. It's a very simple cover, guys, and it's and I think it's right up there with awesome. That's it. Basic white cover with this whatever, multicolored sounds fantastic. It's RCA Dynagroove recording stereo. It is presenting Swingline portable stereo, totally new and exclusively RCA Victor. And I don't know what's on it at the moment, but definitely cool. It's got a little tear right there. Inner sleeve is again pretty nice. It's got a little brown. What do they call that? Foxing is when it gets the brown, but it's turning brown a little bit on that. And it's got just record's not 100% awesome. This side, one side is perfect almost, and the other side has a little scuffs and stuff. But it's got just random songs. I don't know if this is... Oh, here's the track listing. Here we go. We got Strike Up the Band, Fly Me to the Moon, in other words, Sid Zenter and his orchestra, for those two. Smile by Marty Gold and his orchestra. Watusi Trumpets, so this is like big band stuff. Claus Augerman and his orchestra. Airman's Theme by Chet Atkins. From Russia with Love by Dick Shorey and his percussion pops orchestra. Love That Your Magic Spell Is Everywhere by Living Strings. I Had the Craziest Dream by Al Hurt. A Wonderful Day Like Today, Frankie Randall. Steel Guitar Rag by Living Guitars. Love Letters in the Sand by the Three Sons. And Bye Bye Blues, a Squivel and his orchestra. So it's a sampler thing that probably came with that stereo that they showed on the back here. It was probably buy this stereo and get a free sampler called Sounds Fantastic. And probably these songs are probably songs that were supposed to have sounded really great on stereo equipment, or at least this stereo. I'm not sure, but pretty cool. I just really like the cover. I mean, it's so simple that I love it, and I really should try to clean it because it's got a little funk right there, like dirt. not really ring wear, but it's kind of dirty. So I'll wipe it down and see how it looks after that. But for some reason, I really like it. Graphic designer, kind of thing. I love it. And the last thing, the most interesting thing, the weirdest thing, I could not leave it there. And it's got another beautiful lady on the front. It's called Hawaii, nearer than you think, lovelier than you dreamed. And there's a lovely lady on the cover. Now this thing is got a what do they call it? Now it's gonna slip my mind. It's not a thing. It's got the little clip. Oh man, what did I? Slipping my mind, guys. I used to do this all the time. I used to make books with these things. But it's got the hole punches with the thing. I don't know, but anyway. So it's not just a record. It's to make memories. It's a memory book of Hawaii. And you go through, and it's got some photos and stuff, and tells you a little bit about the geography, different, I guess, the islands of Hawaii, different things, and history. And this is probably something put out by a travel agency type thing, to get you to say, hey, you're going to Hawaii. Why don't you take this and learn a little bit before you get there? What you should bring to Hawaii. My memories of Oahu. And you can go to Oahu and see it's got the map. Memories of Kauai. I'm not sure. Forgive me if I'm saying Hawaiian names wrong. No, one of my watches is in Hawaii. Memories of Maui. Get a little bit about Maui. We got some kind of waterfall. A little pink car or something. I don't know. Memories of Hawaii. The island of Hawaii. Or Hawaii. Let's try not to do that. International Marketplace. Another beautiful woman. Something going on here. Oh, that folds out to be a beautiful landscape of Hawaii. And then we got some buildings that are not so beautiful of Hawaii. We got a couple pages like that. It looks like, oh shoot, I almost tore it. Same thing. It looks like the other half of the thing. Some kind of little stadium or something or other. Polynesia in a day. Pearl Harbor, Peace and War. Whew, a lot of stuff in this little book. Ring binding or something. I think that's what it's called. Sorry. Spiral binding. That's what it's called, guys. I knew I'd remember. You guys are like, what? I wish this video would get over with, right? And then that's that. Airline, whatever. Then we've got this back here. And there is a record in there. And the record itself says Hawaii host, honeymoon in Hawaii. Pretty nice condition. It's got a couple little line scratches, but not much. I think it'll play well. I haven't cleaned it, haven't tried it. The track listing was on the inside, so it's on there too, but I think it said a little bit more about it. It does not say who performed it. Well, yes, it does. It's got Bunny Brown, Arthur Kua, Mona Kalima, Buddy Brown, and Kihai Brown. Whoever these people are. Then they did, I'll show you the track listing just so I don't have to say them all and destroy the Hawaiian names for stuff. So I'm assuming these are all like traditional songs, and they would have done them at whatever time period this was put out. It looks very 60s or 70s. I'm not sure. It says 1960. It's an HH 1960. I don't know if that's the year though. It might just be the whatever the album code is, but definitely an interesting, weird thing to find. You know, and in good condition as well. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely far from, you know, bad. Would anybody else pick this up? Probably not. But like I said, when I find things that are fun, interesting, different, I pick them up. If they're in good enough shape for me to, you know, listen to once or twice, it comes home with me. And that is all I have for this episode, so we can get this stuff off the floor. Excuse me. As you can see, my stuff behind me now is filling up. I'm going to run out of space. I didn't think that was going to happen, but if I truly put everything I own on these shelves, I've only got maybe 2 sections worth of space empty. I think. Well, I can't really do it. Look, this one right here is something fell partially full, and then the one below it I think is empty. I've got almost everything on there, but some stuff still needs to be moved around to the shelves right there, and that's going to be a pain because I think all this from not this one, the lower level, there's like 2 full rows of stuff that need to be blended in to be accurate alphabetical order, and then, you know, I've got, like I said in previous videos, some of the stuff is like soundtracks and stuff. That's all a mess right now. That's just in there. It's not organized in any kind of way. But Christmas soundtracks, kid stuff, random whatever, comedy, all that stuff, it's kind of all in there. It's off the floor. It's in its home. It just hasn't been organized yet, and I don't know when I'll get to that. But anyway, that's it for this episode. I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.